Alright, trade recap. So, as you can see by the title, blew my account again. Really unfortunate. Really terrible performance. I'll show where it went wrong. So, for today I was actually really bullish. Eventually we got it, but I was really bullish. And I was looking at this low here, this low, and then this low. So what I was expecting, I was expecting actually these highs. We were really bearish on a bigger, bullish on a bigger time frame. But we still had a lot of liquidity open. So we had these equal lows here that hasn't been taken on the S or NQ. So we had all these lows here. And what I wanted to see, just like every time, we put in a low, we put in another low, we take internal, we go to external, and we leave external. So we take internal, leave external, go to external. And that's what I wanted to see for NQ as well, or ES. But as you can see, this is the low. So this is external, this is internal. We sweep internal, we go to external. I was expecting that today to happen, and it's exactly what we got. So it didn't run wrong there. But where it went wrong was here. So we traded lower. This was at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. opened somewhere around here. And we sweep this low here. And from here I was actually really bullish, looking for longs here. And what we had is we had this inversion. And I was waiting for it to actually double sweep, because this is a 4-hour plus low. Where is it? What the hell? Alright, so this is a 4-hour plus low, so it's a 4-hour low here, minimum. And what I do, when we sweep a 4-hour low, I wait for at least a turtle soup. So we step into that low, create some structure, then turtle soup that structure, and then go. Or we step into this low, then turtle soup, and then go higher. But because we have an SMT and it's not made up, it's just literally from my notes. I thought about that later, and from there I was already too late. So after liquidity gets taken, so this is at a 4-hour plus minimum, and I was expecting this. So we tap into that low, we create some structure, we turtle soup the low here, and then we go. Or we step into the low, create some structure there, turtle soup those lows, and then actually go. The only exception is if we have an SMT. This is our double sweep. So I marked that out, and I thought about that later. So we closed above, like on this candle already, and I was hesitant in these candles here. And once this candle traded above, I was thinking, oh wow, it's the double sweep, it's the SMT, and I journaled it now as well in my actual notebook to just remind me for next time that happens. This would have been a stop loss, like a really big stop loss, but my first TP would actually be all the way. My first TP would actually be all the way up here. Oh, not even here, I think. I think it was higher, yeah. It was at least like a 3, yeah. So first TP would have been this high. We wouldn't have hit that, but I'll just let it run all day until 1508 closes, so that's around here. So it would be like around a 1 or 2 RR full TP. So yeah, missed that trade, and then we just run all day. I was waiting really patiently all day here. But we got like no retracement at all, like no retracement. I waited this setup for 10:46. I waited until the macro here at 11:45 or 11:50 to 12:10. I waited for that macro, but I'm not doing that again. Only doing that when we have a beginning of a market maker buy model or sell model. So I only enter off of the macro when we are in that first stage distribution. That's the only time when I can trade that macro. Journal that as well. So that was the first loss actually in that macro, or no? The first loss was in here. I was looking to long this here, this inversion, but we had 10 a.m. news. So journal that as well in my notebook. So once we have 10 a.m. news, I can't enter after 9:45. Normally I don't enter after 9:50, even though we don't have high impact news folder. But if we do have a high impact news folder, then I can't enter after 9:45. We close above at 9:51 here. Oh no, that was here, 946. So would have been no trade there, but I took a loss there today and missed out on this trade, and that was just in my head like all day, like, wow, really, we're going to my TP. I missed it with 2 minutes or something, and we're going to the TP without having like a retracement, without having any other setup, and that's exactly what we did. So that was kind of in my head. So yeah, traded in this macro as well. So took the second loss here, so I already took 2 losses there, and then the account was down that low, so I really didn't care anymore. I was at like 400 more drawdown. It's like a bit more than a bit less than 1%, but still I didn't really care after that. Just trying to make it back because I was actually mad that I just got left out there. So that's a really bad mentality, but I don't know, it's just the account already started with me accidentally putting on a trade because I had to get used to TopStep X, and like the beginning of the account was already down at, I don't know, I started at like 49 because of that mistake at the beginning. So probably needed like a fresh start or something. So that's why I really didn't care after this. I waited, just followed all the rules still, but yeah, actually not. Took 2 losses in a day, then I shouldn't be on the charts anymore. But for the rest, next trade I followed my rules as well, which was I took 1 more trade, which was here, where I should just have recognized the chop here. So let's see where it was. So 14 opened there, then we just chop around here, and I think it was somewhere around here, or it was here. Oh, and the last trade was inside of here, somewhere around here, I think it was. Yeah, so here on this candle we take out equal lows on the S and NQ as well. So here equal lows, then we close above this inversion, miss this entry as well. So this would be the entry, and then this would be break even, and then I would be stop at break even. So that's still fine. But then I was still trading, and not because I was actually trading like normal. I wasn't trading like normal. I was trading to get the mistakes back. Like I already have written down rules for these now. Like these shouldn't happen anymore. Like that's still valid. That's alright. But I just wanted to make it back. It was not in normal circumstances I wouldn't have done that, of course, but I was just chasing. I didn't really care, so I took it. So I have no regrets of blowing the account again. I just really need a fresh start with this account because this is just that beginning of TopStep X. I thought like, all right, I want to come back from this. I didn't really want to come back from that, of course, but didn't have a choice, of course, because you spend like $50 for the account, and then you of course have to trade it. So it's just a bad start, but you can't really do anything about it. But while I was in huge drawdown, I didn't really care anymore, so I just took the setup. Like really, it's really fine with the loss. I don't really care about the loss. So here we actually had an SMT at this low, like a really minor SMT somewhere around here. Inversion here, we never got the high, so I never really break even. But yeah, look at the conditions here. Shouldn't have taken a trade, of course, in normal conditions, but from here this was my break even, and I got stopped out after that, and that's the account blown there. So that was it really for today. I do have a new one. Didn't take any trade on this, just waiting for tomorrow. Probably won't even trade tomorrow. That's how patient I want to be with this account. Like only A+ setups, of course. So this is the one here. I had like $100 drawdown left, so I just took like 30 contracts or something, and then I think I shorted like or I bought somewhere. I think I bought at like this candle here, and then exactly at the top there, and then we instantly chop. Crazy, but still. So new account, fresh 50k. I know how TopStep X works now, so it should be good. Should be like every trade is followed by the rules. There can't be any mistakes because I know how everything works now. Really sad that the first account I didn't know how it worked, and then boom, like 2% drawdown. But now I know how it works, so it should be good. I'm not lacking like you could say like I'm lacking discipline there. Like I don't really care what you think, of course. But missing this setup, that was just, yeah, that was already preset there. And then just the 1150 to 1210 macro wasn't a official rule. I knew that from my backtesting, like it wasn't really like the time that macro isn't really the greatest macro. I know that it works with the first stage distribution. I know that for sure. So I did know that, but I just wanted to try that as well. Maybe shouldn't have tried that on the Topstep X account. Probably paper trading, but yeah, still. Yeah, I think that's everything. So probably, I don't know if I will be trading tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday should be good trading days. Draw on liquidity. For now, it's just higher. So in London and Asia, I'm actually expecting for us to go higher. Maybe I don't care what Asia does, but London should go higher as well. I think a really, really bullish week. We took our previous day low, I think, as well, which is this, yeah. So we have printed a low on Tuesday, and we did like everything that we needed to do. We took internal here, we took internal here, like we're ready to go higher. So draw on liquidity. Let's remove all this. So draw on liquidity. Now for ES is all-time highs. For NQ it's this high, of course. And then after this high, then this high, because this is all lower just liquidity. We should just trade through this high and then take out these highs as well. And then probably consolidate around this area because it just took major highs. And maybe from here we just want to do the exact same, like leave external, take internal, and from there go higher. I'm not calling any market crashes or something because DXY, in my opinion, DXY still should go lower, but maybe from the bigger time frame, which is this BISI here. From here we could, if we tap this BISI, then we can create some structure inside of this BISI and then just bump like all the way higher. I don't know where, maybe like these highs, all these highs are like low resist liquidity. So once we go inside of this here, then we trade all the way higher, and that could mean if dollar is really, really bullish, then the like the stock market should just really bearish. Like that makes sense. So from there I would be looking for the market to crash, but now I'm just still looking for buys because I'm not calling tops in bullish markets. So just looking for buys, and that's it. So blew my account today. Don't really care. Need a fresh start, and tomorrow is the first day for the fresh start. So